What's up? Welcome to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be discussing my garden army in Roblox. This is a really good game, and at the same time the developers hit you with a nasty paywall. We're going to get into that, and we're going to get into the whole game itself. Alright, but this is a really good game until you hit the paywall. And you hit the paywall in about 3 hours worth of gameplay. So the object of this game is to open up pots. Well, let's just start right here. The zombies are going to come out of that house. They're going to follow this path. And if they hit that end of the house, it'll just reset your wave. All of these pots are obtainable. There's also a limit on the board up there that will show you the exact time a plant will come out. I just buy them all. I've been buying them all since I started playing the game. So you get a holy pot every 5 minutes, every 9 minutes there's an evil pot, and then every 14 or 15 minutes you get an evil pot. So when you first start off, you're only going to be able to afford the $100 pots. It doesn't matter. Buy every single pot and start opening them up and then place them down. Open them up and then place down the plants. So as long as you're doing damage to plants, you are creating money. So here we are in the Plains, Cave, Army, and Lava. This is going to be your paywall right here. Once you hit the lava, your objective is to hit the army, and the reason why you go for the army is because then you can merge your plants. Really easy, straightforward, everything's given to you, but the grind at the lava floor doesn't really feel like a game at that point in time. It's more or less a chore to play. And there's a couple flaws. And I'm going to show everything about it. Alright? What do I want to do? How do I want to go about it? First, let's talk about the book bag. So here, I have thousands of pots that I can't even get rid of. I have items in my inventory that I can't even bring down into my hotbar, down at the bottom. Disgusting. So I'm like stuck with stuff that has to stay down there, and I can't like load up a bunch of plants in the bottom and then go out onto the garden itself and plant those 8 or 9 plants exactly where I want them. I would have to open up my book bag, plant the one, open up my book bag, grab another, because you just can't bring them down into your hotbar. Stupid. Been like this for months. It's really annoying. The lava floor. Look at the health. They come out at 1,000,000+ health. And if you do not have the damage output, I have recently picked up all my plants because I went on a couple days grind just collecting every pot I could, just so I can start planting all these pots and then opening them up and start increasing the power of the plants I have out there to kill the zombies that are spawning out. And then I realized that this is a really bad game at that point in time, because it's just too tedious of a process, and I realized that the developer wasn't thinking of the player base, but the actual wallet you got. So this is the shop. 3 items, you can buy as much as you want. That's really cool, right? But below that, blue sprinkler, there's nothing. There's like no time limit. There's no guaranteed for something that you're gonna get. Some games, I could name a lot of games. I'm just not gonna do that. That will be for another video, I guess. So let's say you want to upgrade something. You gotta click on the item, upgrade it, or you can just merge them all together at one time and get it done and over with for that plant. But if you do that, you're gonna lose a lot of damage. Okay? it doesn't add up correctly, so I do one merge at a time. So once I fill up that weight level, I will merge them. I just won't merge past that weight level and just keep it going and get like 2-3 stars at once. I don't do that no more. Perfect example, I have a Venus flytrap here that's a 10. I have a slightly bigger one, and the damage on it it's crazy. So this very first plant I had, I was saving up all my Venus flytraps, and I placed it down, and I just merged everything together and got it to where it was. Let me place it down, move it, and now I am going to show you how do I do it here? Oh, I think I gotta right click. There we go. I'm doing 15,000 damage and it's a 10 star. Okay? And I've put way less plants into that kind of big one compared to the smaller one that's over there. Now size does play a difference, but not that much. So when you look, the other one was 10,000. 10 star. And the bigger one is 15,000. So when you get a bigger plant, the damage on it may be 625 starting off. And then the smaller one might be 425 damage. To increase the merge is still the same weight on all the plants, whether if they're big, small, or large. Okay? And I legitimately just threw in a whole bunch of Venus flytraps, and it went from a basic all the way to a 10 star. And I was playing with that one. And then I leveled up that other Venus flytrap later on, and I noticed that the numbers were a tad bit different. And I was like, what? So then I really started paying attention after that, and I realized that merging them all at once, you're losing a lot of DPS. So now here we are opening up all the plants, right? Well, opening up all those pots. You gotta do every single one of them, right? You gotta plant every single one, then open up every single one, then collect them, right? There isn't just auto open. Like, this is the process. Once you hit the lava floor, you're just gonna be doing this the whole entire time, right? And that shit just gets way too annoying, way too fast, way too quick. So I really enjoyed this up until I hit the paywall. And we're gonna get into that paywall. So here we go. Now, to plant, right? Remember this, that's a blue sprinkler. And we're gonna have to go all the way up here, find our pot, bring it in, and then just start placing them in that little area so those little chains reach out, and it will start giving it the 5 times luck and 5 times size, or whatever garbage it is. It does work. It works. I can't say it's garbage. I actually like it. It does work, but that's the size of it. And now I gotta open up my book bag, right? Drop down another sprinkler, and then actually I'm gonna drop down a whole bunch this time. And then I'm just gonna spam in the pots, because I am sick of opening this up. You see how bad that is? Like, you can't bring nothing down to the bar. So I'm just gonna spam them in here. I'm not even gonna care. Now once this is done, I'm gonna have to open them up, right? And then we'll be back picking up those pots. And that's fine. Well, picking up those plants that we just opened. The problem is, right? It sucks doing every single one. First you gotta plant them all, and then you just gotta pick them all back up. Picking them up is easy, because you can just hit the button to pick up the same type plant. So when you pick up one plant, it's gonna pick up all of them for you. It's just, I don't want to do that because I have little carrot plots out there that are permanent. That's where I want those. They increase the speed of my plants when they're out there attacking, and they're maxed out at 50% more speed, and they do not stack. So if you got them overlapping each other to make them shoot faster, it doesn't work like that. So here we are. We're going to have to come back over here, and we are going to fuse. Oh, sorry, we're back. My recorder just went off, so we're going to redo that. So we're going to come in here. We're going to come down, and we're just going to pick this. We're just going to do the 1. We're going to fuse that so that damage number sticks, and then we'll just fuse the rest of them up. No, we're not going to have enough to get another star or to increase the damage, so who cares? But here we go. We're going to have to do this for every single plant fusion. That's not a problem. I don't mind that. The problem is selling the other plants you don't want. Right, so now we have to come over here and click on every single plant that you don't want. And you got to remember all the names, right? So now let's say if I were to take all the plants I wanted and just put them on my garden, I would still have to run back over here and then click on every single plant to sell. And we're going to be doing that a lot because I have to open up these chests, run back over there, merge plants, run back over here, plant more, and go back. I don't want to be on the lava floor, right? Because I'm chasing the carrots. Well, the candy corn you see for 2,400 on the left side above the cash symbol. Because the event's going on, right? So I just want some candy corn and get some candy chest, and that's really cool. Kind of like it. I'm really disappointed that I just can't get rid of my inventory items that I don't want. It's kind of pointless that we don't have that option. And the paywall is right here, folks. We do not earn any of these items in the game. I can name a lot of games that do this, right? But they also allow it for the free players who can't afford Robux to earn those items. In this game, you're not going to get that. So if you're not spending, you have a problem. You're going to have a big problem. Because here is the range on an emerald plant. That range is massive. This is a kernel corn. It's emerald, right? And yes, I have spent Robux. I have tested a few things out. But I'm not going to be spending thousands of Robux just to plant some pots that I can only do 20 at max. 20 pots right there, right? Because that little chain link goes out and you got to build within that sprinkler system. It's not like you're going to spend the Robux and get this great big line to where you can plant 50, 60 pots. It's not going to work like that, right? So that's cool that you're going to do 20 at a time. That's max, and that's if you take your time and bunch them in there and get it perfect. But you're not earning them for free. So anybody you see on the leaderboard for like kills and money earned, yeah, they've spent a lot. But you as a free player cannot get them like everything else. So you're going to hit that paywall, and then you are back on this relentless grind of just collecting pots, trying to increase your damage, hoping for a gold, which is cool. But there are some games out there people are going to spend regardless, right? I like the fact that I can go over there and buy a sprinkler. Let's talk about grow a garden. I gotta wait 5 minutes for a sprinkler to appear, and you know the Grandmaster's never gonna appear, right? So it's like grow, and that's just to get you to spend. At least the developers here just let you go out there and buy as much as you want. But you are not going to meet the DPS value of the lava floor without spending, and you can't earn that. So that's the problem with this game. It's a great game, but you're stuck if you're not spending Robux. So if you're fine with that, that's cool. But this was an awesome game till I realized that. And when I realized that, I was like, oh man. Then I was like, yep, it's over with, I guess. I'm still gonna play it because it will just be I'll come in, I'll collect some pots, I'll open them up, and I'll just disappear and go play better games. Where the developers have actually thought of players like you. I'm not one of them. I can spend. I'm just not going to. There's no point. If they haven't thought about the rest of the players that are playing this game, then why should I support them if they're only chasing my wallet? Right? I don't want to feed them because they're not trying to feed the people who can't do that, who are unfortunate enough not to be able to do that. They want to play and have fun just like the rest of the world. But the developers are just chasing the wallet in this game. And that's pretty sad. So, great game. But at the end of the day, you're just going to be stuck in that loop. Grinding, just getting chests, opening up gazillions of plants just to try to increase power. And it's really not going to happen. You're going to have a lot of the same plants, a lot of everything, and you're just not going to get there to meet that demand. Okay? So I don't really think I want to promote a game where it's going to slap the normal players in the face. So everybody out there, thank you for watching. I hope this has helped you with this game. I really want you to enjoy this game because this is a really good game until that happened. I really did enjoy this game. I still enjoy it. I'm just a little annoyed that I'm just stuck in this stupid loop and you're forcing me to do something, and there should be another option. And I'm more worried about players like you, not for myself, because then you're going to be stuck in the same loop. And that's something you need to know even before you get started in this game. There's no other way around it. It's over. All right? So you're going to have lots of fun in the beginning. And as soon as you hit the lava floor, you're just stuck in an infinite loop. Okay? And all you're going to be doing is opening up chests, opening up pots, merging plants, selling plants that take forever. It's just too tedious of a process at that point because there's just no swapping. The merging could be different. Like if I click on the plant, let's just do a merge all after that. You can't do that. Let's go to sell plant. You should be able to click, it's just a problem. And you should be able to earn some of those other ones for free for players like you. And you're not. So yeah, there you go. So everybody out there, thank you for watching. Stay safe, be blessed, and have a great day.